So we've decided it is time to get on the road and actually start enjoying using the van.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much there with the van. Obviously, just a few little bits and pieces just to finish off, but all the main things are done, aren't they?
So we've still obviously got to do some finish over the wall on the shower here and a few little bits and pieces around. The main thing we haven't done yet is the recirculating shower.
Yeah.
We are still going to do that, but we thought we've got a shower that works, so it's good enough and we'll upgrade it later.
And we can do those things on the road as well. We're going to take the bits and pieces to do that. Yeah, and hopefully that will be okay and get that done fairly shortly. I mean, the weather is just so nice at the moment. We just thought it'd be lovely to actually be in the van and live in it and just enjoy this weather.
Yeah, it is glorious.
While we can. Now we've got to actually just pack up the van. And that's might be a bit of a struggle, but hopefully it'll be all right. We've got a big van, so.
So before we could get started with packing the van, there were just a few quick jobs we still had to do. I got on with making a board to go at the end of our sliding bed to keep the mattresses in place, while Tim got together all the pieces we would need to build our recirculating shower. We also added a couple of handles to make it easier to pull the bed out. After that, it was really satisfying to be able to have a clear out of all the leftover wood we'd accumulated during the van build. Right, now time to start packing.
Sausages for the barbecue.
It looks like a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, it's mostly food, to be fair.
Right, teacups, very important. Well, we've been at it for a little while and pile is definitely diminishing, so that's good. It's actually not taking as long to pack as I thought.
Always a bonus?
Yeah. You know, it's quite nice. It feels like everything just has a place, doesn't it?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Coming through on your right.
Ah,
oh,
hey.
That wasn't so good. Right, starting to feel like an actual home now.
It is. It's getting there, isn't it?
Got to have a few games.
Running stuff, swimming stuff, hiking stuff. Pole saws?
Yes.
First 3 sizes.
Abby's going through the list we made to make sure we've got everything, because we're going to try and do some of the last projects on the road, which means we need to take quite a few tools. It's a bit tricky to figure it out.
Sealant gun?
Yep.
CT1?
Yep.
Bathroom sealant?
Yes.
Blue paper?
Yes.
Filters?
Yes.
File?
Yes.
Paper for a diagram?
Not yet.
Colouring pencils? UV lamp?
Yes, I can see it.
Pump?
Yep. Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, amazing. Quite actually got to do it. We'll see in practice if we actually can. Without having to go to Screwfix. Even when we're here, we have to go to Screwfix at least once for every project, basically. So if we can do it on the road, in like a field or by a beach or something, and not have to go anywhere, it'll be impressive. But that is the last few bits that Abby's putting in the van now, so I think we are ready to actually go.
I think so. It's not that bad, is it? Considering the amount of stuff that actually went in, you wouldn't think it. So.
Yeah, I don't actually know where it's all gone.
No, I don't. It's all in the garage.
Yeah.
Just don't show that part. Alright. One last drink and then get cracking.
That's really it.
I think so. Do you have the keys?
It's a good start. Yes, I have the keys. Feels very surreal.
It's a bit weird.
Alright, yep,
Okay.
let's do it.
Let's go.
As the sun started setting, we headed west into Cornwall, passing the famous trees that let you know you're nearly there. We've been there many times, and we thought it would be a great place to start our adventures on the road.
So we made it down to Cornwall and everything has stayed in place exactly, which is really cool,
That's very satisfying.
really satisfying. But we are now absolutely shattered. So tired.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to just going to sleep.
After a cup of tea.
After a cup of tea, yeah. First cup of tea. Well, it's not the first cup of tea. The first cup of tea on the road.
Yeah.
We definitely need to work on where everything goes, don't we?
Just filling out the tent tag for the van.
Nice.
So we're gonna sign off for tonight. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning. Cheers. How was your first night on the road in the van?
It was very comfortable. I think we both slept for quite a long time, didn't we? And I can't imagine that we're really going to do anything else except sit either here or in those chairs and just chill out today. What do you think?
Pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Alright.
So this is it, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. First day of van life, I guess.
First day. It's been a long road to get to be able to be on the road.
Yeah.
But it's really nice.
We were talking last night and we said how it just feels like you're just building. You never really think about life in the van or can envisage yourself actually living in the van. And I think last night it was a really surreal moment, wasn't it? Because
Very surreal.
after we put in all of our stuff, both of us had this moment that we thought, wow, this is actually a lot of things going in here. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but do you know what I mean?
I think what you mean is, even when we started packing the van, it didn't feel like we were actually going. It was
No.
only when we started to get to the end and things were going in their place, because we've been in the van quite a few times already, but it's always been putting stuff in knowing that you're going to get back and take that stuff out again.
Yeah.
This time it was towards the end of packing when everything was in. It was getting a lot fuller of all our possessions and things, and
Yeah.
thinking, wow, this is really it. Everything we have that we need is going to be in this vehicle. We're going to be travelling around in it, and this
is it.
It has now become our home.
Yeah, I think it was quite a shock to the system, wasn't it? It was just sort of that sudden, like, you know.
It was quite emotional.
It was, yeah. But I mean, look at what we've got now. You know, we've got a view of the sea over there. Church.
Really nice. We're down in one of our favourite campsites, and that's our view for today. So it's not a bad view for the first morning.
It's lovely, isn't it? We got so lucky with the weather as well, and that's one thing as well when we were getting ready and putting everything into the van, that it was weather like this. And we've had such bad luck with weather in the past that it was really nice that it was just sunny just for this moment for us. So yeah,
it's really
now
nice.
we can enjoy it,
We can enjoy it.
which is really nice.
You go through a lot of stages during the van build of like the initial excitement and euphoria when you actually get the van and want to build it out, and then all the research, and then you have that moment where it feels like you've taken on a project that's way too big and it's very daunting actually, and you're not sure how you're going to do it, and you see loads of other finished vans and you think, how did they do it?
Yeah.
And then gradually you start chipping away at it, literally at first taking stuff out, getting to that clean slate and starting to put stuff back in, and then all the roadblocks along the way and all those moments of burnout where you just think, I don't want to be building it anymore. I'm just tired of building and thinking and running out of screws and all those things. And then every now and then you have those moments where you start to appreciate what it's going to be like. And taking the van out during the process has been really good for that. Looking forward to see how it works out, and if our setup is going to work for us. I fingers crossed think it's going to be pretty good. Maybe we have to make a few minor changes and adjustments, all the upgrades we might want to do at some point, but for now at least just gonna just take it slow and enjoy it.
And I think the plan is that we're going to stay on this campsite for about 6 nights we've booked here.
5 or 6 nights,
just to kind of transition into it, and because they have toilets here and shower, so we don't have to use ours if we don't want to.
It's a slow ease in to lifestyle, isn't it?
We haven't got the recirculating bit working yet, so it's better to, on some days just to use theirs. And it's just slow sort of breaking into it, and then we'll carry on around Cornwall. Probably stay in some like park-ups just the side of the road on some days, and maybe campsites other days.
As you can tell, we don't actually really have a plan, which is how we want it actually. So we've booked just a few nights here just so we had somewhere to go, and then we'll just see what happens really.
We've not really made any extra plans, have we? So all right, let's go and do nothing.
Got to get going, we've got nothing to do.
Don't hit me in the face. Cheers.
Cheers.
Right, time for the beach.
One thing we really like about this campsite is that it has a path right next to it which takes you straight down to the beach.
just prolonging the inevitable.
I'll leave it on that one. Very good.
Abby's using the hairdryer in the van for the first time. The little toy hairdryer that seems to be working.
There we go.
Success?
Perfect.
Nice. So how have you found the van after a couple of days in it now?
I think it's working out really, really well. Obviously because we've stuffed the van when we left, we haven't really organised things properly, so we're yet to do that. But in terms of the way we've planned it and stuff,
seems to be working, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all really good. You know, we still need to get things like a dish drainer and things like that.
What were the other things? We made a list of a few things that we've discovered that we need already, don't we?
Probably a water butt for fresh water, because you know you rock up to campsites or wherever there's fresh water, but some places might not be able to like reverse it up to the tap.
Or you're just parked far away.
So we're thinking of getting another water butt for fresh water as well. There's the grey water one. I think that would be useful. And what else was it?
Not much. We need maybe a little tea towel. Yeah. We're currently using an actual just hand towel because we forgot tea towels, so we'll try and pick one of those up today, won't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it's working all right so far.
Yeah.
As the weather was so nice, we thought we'd walk the 4 miles along the coast path to the quaint fishing village of Polperro.
There's so much wild garlic around here, you can really smell it. It smells really nice. If you like garlic, that is, of course. Could take some home and cook with it later. It's good. You notice how I said we could take it home? Home being the van? Yeah. That's one of the first times I've actually made that association.
I'm looking forward to a pasty when we get to Polperro.
Yes. There are no other words to say it other than yes.
I want to get cream tea at some point as well.
Sounds good to me.
However, I prefer it the Devon way, and we're in Cornwall, so I might get in trouble.
I like putting
You put the jam on first and then the cream, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Is that the Cornish way?
Yeah, that's the Cornish way.
That's the right way then?
To be fair, it's called Devonshire cream tea, isn't it?
If you look at the menu from somewhere around here, it's probably called a Cornish cream tea.
Probably, but I think it originated from Devon. I think. We must be nearly there by now. Surely.
Right, so we are 3.7 miles into our walk. We've basically got to Polperro. I'm really hungry and I'm looking forward to a pasty. And Abby's told me now that she's dropped her cardigan somewhere and she doesn't know where. So back I go.
Whoops.
Okay, see how long it takes. Okay, so I just chatted to 2 ladies just walking up the hill over there, and they told me one of them has seen it, but it was like, it's quite a way back. There we go. Oh, she said you couldn't miss it.
Half an hour later. Sorry.
Just under a mile away, so.
Really?
2 mile round trip.
Oh.
You know, when I said I wanted to get back into running on this trip, it's not really what I had in mind.
Thank you. Right, I think you've definitely earned that pasty.
I think I've earned 2 pasties.
Come on then.
That's good, because I couldn't decide what flavour to get, so now I can get both. Here we go. First sign of scene after turning right at the bottom of the steps.
out, doesn't it? Well deserved. Is it good?
We didn't have to get a second pass in the end because Abby never finishes hers. Ideal.
Enjoy.
I will. Not where you expect to pick up a draining rack for your van, is it?
Once we'd had our pasties, we spent some time walking around the village in the sunshine. You can definitely see why this place is so popular with all the narrow streets and pretty cottages. Sorry we didn't get any footage of that though, we were too busy enjoying ourselves. But here's us having an ice cream by the sea instead.
Yesterday, obviously, we got our package of our draining mats, and here they are. So we probably won't have both out all the time, but yeah, this little one fits quite nicely there. So
Yeah, nice.
And what else have we done? So yeah, I took everything out, all of our drawers and cutlery and everything, because it's been in storage, so it needs a bit of a wash. So I've done all of that, and that's all nicely put away now. Yeah, just sorting bits and pieces, haven't we?
Yeah, and I've been going through and sorting out all of the tools we have in the van as well. So I've got a box of all the electrical stuff we might need to make any wires, crimp any connections or anything in the van, and also bits in this box that we'll need for the recirculating shower upgrade, which we're hoping to do on the road. So yeah, going to stick those in the garage. Pretty much got everything we need. It's great. At least everything I think we need at the moment. Right, tea time.
Yeah. Just brewing one now.
The next day, we decided to take a bus into Looe, another nearby coastal town known for its sandy beaches and maritime history.
Abby's face lit up as soon as she realised that was the charity shop.
It's just a hobby I like.
Did you find anything?
A little t-shirt for $3.50.
You gonna have space in the van for that?
Probably not. Might have to take another one out.
Tim took the opportunity to get a much-needed haircut. Looking good. But the same thing couldn't be said of his shorts.
It's the new fashion, what do you think? Well, I guess I need to find some new shorts today as well.
We picked up some tea towels as well and then went to chill out on the beach. It was a bit windy though.
Dan definitely wouldn't fit down here, would it?
It's inevitably going to happen at some point where we get the van down somewhere where we're like, uh-oh, we can't go any further.
I hope
We
not.
have to do some awkward reversing.
I was wondering if these were going to fit.
Oh, great.
Here you
There we
go.
go,
See?
easy.
Fine.
It's going to be interesting to see actually long term how the size of the fridge works for us.
Yeah. Lemon cottage cream.
So what's on the menu tonight then?
Chorizo and lemon linguine with salad.
I was just thinking, this is actually the first proper meal we've cooked on the stove, which is quite nice. To me, an actual meal is when you get out a chopping board.
Yeah.
That's the sign that you're cooking, isn't it?
By this point we needed to do some laundry, and conveniently the campsite has a washing machine which is pretty cheap too, so we took advantage of that. And there's also a fairly spacious barn with a freezer that you can use, and a small book library.
We've been coming to this campsite for around about 10 years. We've been quite a few times, and yeah, it's one of our favourite spots.
The next day was pretty misty, so instead of going anywhere, we decided to just chill out instead.
So I got up a bit early this morning to go for a run down the coast path from the campsite where Abby is. It's a really misty morning, so it's actually quite atmospheric and making it quite nice to run in. And then going back and having croissants, which she's getting ready for breakfast. So can't complain really. All I can hear is the waves and the birds. Really nice. All right.
Good run?
That was a good run actually, it's really nice.
Yeah. Through the mist.
Yep. Ended up being a bit longer than I thought it was going to be actually.
Yeah.
It's like 8.7 miles in the end. Nice.
Right. Breakfast time. We're looking here, you can see the croissants have proved nicely overnight. So just put a bit of egg wash on those. Get them cooking.
They look amazing. They're huge. Oh, looking forward to that.
So after a great stay, all that we had left to do was top up with some more fresh water and empty our grey tank.
This is our first fill up on the road, you realise?
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty handy having this around. So where to now?
The ferry. Just a little one.
Yeah, it sounds like we're going to go across to France or something. We're done Cornwall now.
Right, well there we go. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of our travels, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.